All right, everyone, welcome back. This is Julie with Be Smart Social Media, and this is the second video on how to do an influencer marketing campaign. In the first video, I covered the upfront portion, the research, the objective setting, and that type of thing. And now we're ready to actually talk through implementing a campaign with an influencer on whatever social channel it is that you're working on with that influencer. So in the last video, we talked about how you would negotiate what the influencer was actually going to give you. So the first step in this part is for that campaign to actually happen. So whatever it is the influencer is doing, whether it's a product review, a service review, that type of thing, the influencers are going to go ahead and create that content, and then they are going to post that content onto whatever channel it is that you negotiated. Now, the really important thing here is that you make sure that that is labeled as sponsored content. You can get into quite a bit of trouble with the FTC if you don't. It has to be labeled as an advertisement or sponsored in one way or another. Each social network has ways to do that and to make it fairly easy to do that, so there's no reason that it wouldn't do that. It's really important to do that. I can't stress enough how much you have to make sure that that gets done. That is another reason why you would work with a company like ours, because we know to do that, we know to look for that, and we know how to make sure that happens. But you have to make sure that happens. So once the content goes live, you review it and you ask for tweaks if needed. Sometimes influencers, actually most of the time, influencers will let you see what they're going to post beforehand. But if they don't, sometimes they don't. You can always ask. Now, you got to remember, this is their personal brand that they're posting on. So usually they will have the ultimate say in what gets posted. But you can always ask if you want to see a change in a hashtag, or if you don't like how they said one thing or another, or even we've seen things as simple as just making sure a trademark is placed next to the name of the product. Those types of things you can ask for to change. And again, this is why you work with a company like ours to represent you, is that, usually we hash these things out before they're even an issue, so that when the content is posted, things are fine. It looks exactly the way we thought it would look, and, the campaign just rolls. So then your job here is to share on your own social profiles the campaign. While the campaign is running, you want your own social followers to see that as well. And, that not only helps you out, but it helps the influencer out a little bit as well. And so it makes it a little bit easier to go back and work with them a second time. You just kind of get into their good favor, and you really want it to be a collaborative partnership. And so that's why you would do that. And then ultimately, you let the campaign run, and then you measure success. You had the objectives going in up front. You knew what you wanted to achieve, and you measure against those objectives. And you see if it was successful or not. If it wasn't as successful as you had hoped, you try to figure out why. You figure out why you didn't get as many followers, or why you didn't get as many email subscribers or sales as you had hoped you would have, so that you can be better informed for the next time you do a campaign. The last part is really doing like a secondary promotion. So you can run paid advertisement on social channels to kind of re-promote that content and have it live a little bit longer and have it extend a little bit further for you. You could create an as featured as section on your website, or even on your social profiles. You can, use that as featured on section. Those are just some ideas to kind of have that content that was created live a little bit longer and to help it go a little bit further in your next campaigns. And it also helps you land future campaigns. You can use an as featured on when you're talking to other potential influencers. Having that name brand recognition with other influencers they might know can help you get in the door a little bit faster with your ideal influencer. And then finally, you make a go or no-go decision to work with that influencer again. If it worked out great, maybe 6 months or a year down the line, you want to work with them again. So you kind of keep that list running. And you also, you don't want to judge the effectiveness of influencer marketing or on 1 or 2 campaigns with influencers. It can take some time to figure out, what actually works, how you want it to go, and what objectives are reasonable for you to actually have as a goal. And so just keep that in mind. Don't judge it by 1 or 2 campaigns. I think that, you need to probably do around 6 campaigns to really understand if it's something that's going to work for you or not. And so that's just some general guidance on how to run an influencer marketing campaign. And if you have any questions, we'd be happy to help you with this. We do this every single day for multiple clients. This is actually one of our services that we do the most for clients. So don't hesitate to reach out. We're happy to help, and we look forward to talking with you. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a great day.